So hello guys, good evening everyone. Good evening Ankit. Hello Anmol. Hello Dharmender. Good morning. Good evening Amang. Hello Navadeep. Welcome to the session everyone. And guys, this session is also, it is also being live streamed on our YouTube channel. Just this session. So the purpose is to display, the orientation video and the way we conduct our classes here. So good evening everyone. Good evening Anmol. Hello Amang. Hello Dharmender. Good morning Ankit. Good evening Ankit. So, guys, first of all, congratulations for clearing phase one. And now we will be working towards our phase two preparation for your for different components of your for your PFRDA phase two exam. Now, guys, this is your first lecture, and this is just a simple orientation video that what the crash course is going to entail, and what are we going to cover in the next coming days, and what would be the the sequence of the lectures, how many lectures are we going to invest into it. So all that will be discussed in the video, and I'll also give you a brief overview of whatever we are going to learn here. So guys, so roll up your sleeves, pull up your socks, and let's begin this journey. So guys, whosoever is watching this session on our YouTube channel, please do let us know if you have any queries, if you have anything you feel like asking. So guys, let's begin with the session. So guys, now if you're preparing for PFRDA phase 2 exam, descriptive English is one of the critical components of this paper. Yes guys, descriptive के live practice करवा दीजिए, वही करने वाले हैं अंकित हम यहीं पे। ये सेशंस इन्हीं का यही होने वाला है इस सेशन में। यूट्यूब पे और पेड, दिस इज पेड विकास, सिर्फ ये ओरिएंटेशन लेक्चर है जो आपका फ्री है यूट्यूब पे, बाकी सारे लेक्चर्स आपके पेड होंगे। And I would request everyone, Ankit, Anmol, Dharmender, Umang, everyone, please turn on your cameras, guys. It would be lovely to see you and interact with you. देखो live sessions का purpose क्या होता है विकास? So that you can, communicate with the mentor. You can ask your doubts, you can ask your questions, you can understand, sir, this is what I'm doing. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? So that is why we are conducting these live sessions. So although if you are a student of our gold package, you do have concept classes available to you in recorded form. But what is the purpose of these live sessions? See, the purpose is to basically interact and ask doubts and get your queries resolved. So I hope you will make the best use of this opportunity and you will prepare to the best of your abilities. All right. So guys, before I go any further, I wish you all the very best for your endeavors ahead. See, this is the last leg of the exam. After that, I don't think there will be a lot of competition, because after this, you'll just be focusing on your final result and your interview score. So this is basically the final leg of your exam, and your final score is calculated by adding your mains score as well as your interview score. So this is going to play a crucial role in your selection process. All right, guys. So what is the agenda of this session? First of all, give you a brief overview about the exam, what the exam entails, what are the questions that you'll be facing in the exam, and what you need to learn to be able to tackle such questions. Then I'll talk about the syllabus of the exam, the questions. I'll show you the previous year questions that were asked in 2022. So last time PFRD exam was conducted in 2022, and before that in 2021. So this exam is, it has come back again after 2 years. So this is now again conducted in 2025. So what should be your key target areas and what are your relevant sources that you can focus or you can use to prepare, right? Uh, Chale guys, so let us begin with the session, guys. And these live sessions are to basically prepare you, right? To prepare you for your final leg of this exam, which is your mains exam. So what is the pattern of this exam? Now, guys, the weightage for descriptive English paper in phase 2 is 100 marks. So you cannot avoid it at any cost, right? So the weightage is 100 marks and the total time that will be given to you is 60 minutes. So guys, in 1 hour, you are supposed to write 3 answers on your own. First would be your essay writing, which basically holds 30 marks. Second would be your Precis writing, which would be again 30 marks. And the biggest chunk of your paper is reading comprehension, which is worth 40 marks. So that is what your phase two entails, or this is what comprises your phase two. So 100 marks, 60 minutes, and you will have to write 3 answers there: one essay, one Precis, and one reading comprehension. I'll go into the detail of the questions. But before I go any further, guys, should I show you the previous year questions? Yes, I will do that, Navdeep. Classes में हम वही करने वाले हैं. मैं आपको structure, sequence, the way to open your essay, the way to start your answer, or how to frame your Precis, or how to create your reading comprehension answers, वो सब हम इन lectures में discuss करने वाले हैं, Navdeep. So don't worry, every component will be covered here. Uh, See, NPS, we don't know that. See, you cannot actually predict what is going to be there, Ankit. But how we analyze or how we predict that what is going to be asked, we look at the previous year, previous year pattern. So if in 2021 and 2022, the exam was basically based on three questions. So this time also we are assuming it is going to be on three questions again. If there were any changes they were supposed to make, they would have intimated about that in the official notification, Ankit. ठीक है, तो ये होता है, वो official notification में mention कर देते हैं. They would have mentioned it in official notification that there is going to be four questions or two questions, or let's say maybe 60, instead of 60 minutes it's going to be 45 minutes or 30 minutes or 90 minutes. So if any change was expected, they would have mentioned or they would have hinted that in the official notification. But see, still we can just keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best, right, Ankit? But what can they ask, right? Just ask yourself, what else can they ask? Maybe a letter writing or a report, right? Maybe they can ask you to write an email. All that component is given to you in your master course, the gold package. So if you're a student of a gold package, now every component is provided to you in that. So you could have used that, but still, I'm sure that they are not going to change any pattern this time. So Ankit, let's keep our fingers crossed and let's work in that direction. Okay. All right. So let's begin, guys. So let me show you first the previous year questions, guys. सबसे अच्छा होगा आपको previous year questions दिखा के. So वहां से आपको idea लगेगा कि कैसे आपसे question पूछे जाते हैं and how do you need to answer such questions. So first we'll have a look at the previous year questions and then we will discuss the strategy for your descriptive English part. So just give me a second, guys. So guys, this is your previous year paper for the year 2022. So this was these are the questions that were asked in the previous year paper of 2022. So let me show you the questions and then I've also provided you, sample answers for these questions. So this file is available to you in your courses and this is also available to anyone who, who visits our website. Our website is edutap.in. So you can just visit that website and you can download these papers for absolutely free. So let me tell you the instructions. Weightage was 100 marks and time was 60 minutes. All the questions were compulsory and your answer was supposed to be written in your computer interface. So first question was your essay writing. So the word limit for essay writing was 250 words, guys. Please note it down for your future reference. Whenever you're preparing, whenever you're practicing on your own, make sure that you write beyond 250 words. So 250 words is the bare minimum word limit that you have to achieve. And the weightage for essay writing is 30 marks. All right. So there were four topics that were given to you. Number one, the rich cultural heritage of India. So this is basically a static topic, a topic which does not change over a period of time. So we call such topics static topics. So the rich cultural heritage of India, static topic which could be written on the basis of what you think about the topic. Second was highlight the pros and cons of trading and investing. Now this is something that was a lucrative topic for students from PFRDA. So what are the pros and cons of trading and investing? You could have written so many things. Now it improves, it increases the economic growth of a country. It helps individual growth and everything. So you could have discussed numerous points. Topic number three was discuss the effects of inflation on the poor and the marginalized section of the society. So you were supposed to discuss the effects of inflation. So this is an ESI topic based on economic and social issues, which we do prepare for our phase one and as well as phase two exam. So the effects of inflation on the poor and the marginalized section of the society. And fourth topic was how can awareness of the importance of health be generated? So how can awareness about importance of health be generated around us? So how can we make people aware about it? So this was basically based on your current affairs. So you have topics from different verticals ranging from static, then moving to your finance and management, then economic and social issues, and something related to your current affairs as well. So this will provide you key insight into your into your preparation that, okay, these are the sections that I should be studying. So why am I showing you this paper, guys? Please understand, so that you understand, okay, these are the tentative verticals that we need to look into or we need to prepare for when we are preparing for PFRDA exam. So you do practice a few topics on economic and social issues like income inequality, gender disparity, then malnutrition, health concerns, poor education quality, right? So such topics can be asked in the exam. Similarly, and see, remember, guys, 2022 was COVID year. Remember, so 21 and 22 was roughly we were still coming back. We were reeling back from COVID-19. So just understand there was not too much to be asked. I'll also show you the paper for 2021. Yes, guys. Ankit, Mitesh, Anmol, do you want me to show you the paper for 2021 as well? Yes, Navadip, the fodder material has been updated accordingly. Now, one fodder material has been updated last month, and the second phase of your fodder material will be updated by 18th of September this month. So today is what? 13th. So in 5 more days, your second fodder material will be updated to your course. So you can use those sections, you can use those topics to prepare for your exam. All right. So I'll show you the paper for 2021 as well after this, and then you will be able to analyze what sort of questions you can anticipate this year. So these are the essay topics that were given, and you were supposed to choose one out of these topics and write your essay on that. Right. So guys, this is just to give you insights of what particular sections or verticals you should be focusing on when you're preparing for this exam, right? So I've also provided you solutions for these PYQs. They are available to you in your courses. So you can just go through the essays. Every essay I've provided you a sample answer, a sample solution, not exact essay, but sample answer for this. So you can go and you can read such essays, and you will be able to understand. Okay, this is what we need to, and this is how we need to present our ideas and thoughts into our answers. Now, second question was your Prezi writing, guys. This was basically about your big data mining and digital footprint that we leave behind. So you were supposed to make a 120 word Prezi out of this passage, and this Prezi was again worth 30 marks. So we will read it, guys. We will solve it in the classes, the live classes that we are going to conduct from Monday onwards. We will be reading, we will be solving such questions in those classes. I'm just showing you, right, what kind of questions are asked. So this was about data, and technology has has spawned a new way of economic development with the same process of using data analytics, data mining. So all that was presented here, and then you were supposed to make a Prezi out of it. 120 word Prezi. The title of the Prezi was Harnessing Big Data for Socio-Economic Progress. So you were supposed to make a title, and then you are supposed to basically make a summary, short summary of the original passage. So the summary was like this: big data generation. Yes, guys. So let me just read it out to you. Big data generated from digital and offline activities is rapidly shaping global socio-economic landscapes. With growing reliance on data as services, DAS, sectors like agriculture and finance have seen transformative changes, enhancing productivity, efficiency, and financial inclusion. Psychometrics, blending big data with behavioral science, influences retail, education, and politics. India, with a vast internet user base, is poised for a big data revolution, yet much of its data remains untapped due to infrastructural and awareness gaps. As costs fall and digital penetration increases, Jandhan Aadhaar Mobile, so Jam Trinity, that's what we call it, Jandhan Aadhaar and mobile, can empower individuals via digital services. Strategic use of big data can inform policies, boost employment, and improve citizens' quality of life across socioeconomic strata. So guys, this is basically the overview of the passage. So you have to take out the key points and reframe them in your own words, right? And guys, your third question was your reading comprehension. This was worth 40 marks. So this was again about some misplaced economic policies in the recent past and how they have impacted us in the long run. Right, for example, for LPG reforms, now they were made to open our economy for globalization, but it also had some drawbacks to it, which had to be faced later on in the coming decades. So that was the passage all about, discussing different sectors like agriculture, then, about impact on the rural sector, then urban-rural divide increased because of these poor policies. Then what did this government do? Farm to fork opportunities. To re-energize the rural economy, the government has been trying to bring some policy reforms like e-market. FPOs, Farmer Produce Organizations, Model Contract Farming Act 2018. So such such policies will help to recover the mistakes that we have made in the past. Now, on the basis of the passage, there were four questions given to you. First was briefly discuss the menace of urban-rural divide in India. Second, discuss the growth of agri economy and its potential in India. Discuss the measures taken by the government to revive the rural economy, and according to the passage, discuss the role of technology. Discuss the role technology can play in rural economy of India. And I've also provided you solutions for these questions. You can read these answers, guys. This will be provided to you in your course itself. Let me also show you guys the previous year question for 2021, right? That will also give you some semblance, some understanding, some peace of mind regarding how this paper looks like. Okay. Right, guys. So this is your paper for 2021. Okay. So guys, please have a look at it as well, guys. I'll read your doubts. I'll read your queries on YouTube comment video. Just give me a little while, guys. Just give me 5 minutes and I'll come back to you. So these are the descriptive English questions for 2021. Same pattern, 100 marks, 60 minutes. Now the topics that were asked in 2021 were role of financial literacy in building an inclusive economy. So financial literacy can build an inclusive economy. What is inclusive economy? Where everyone benefits. So egalitarian economy where everyone has the opportunity to grow and develop his or her livelihood. So how can financial literacy play a crucial role in that? So this was basically based on finance, right? Second topic was climate change and its impact on global food security. So it can be segregated under, let's say, your current affairs. So impact of climate change and its impact on global food security, right? Then third topic was the relevance of cooperative movement in rural development. The relevance of cooperative movement in rural development. So how cooperatives play a crucial role in rural development. You could have talked about Amul and many other cooperatives like that, right? Then there are regional rural banks, cooperative societies. And fourth was cybersecurity, a growing threat to the digital economy. This was basically based on science and technology, right? So guys, now I think you have, some 6, 7 verticals that you can highlight that, okay, these are the important verticals that we should be targeting. Number one, economic and social issues. Number two, finance and management. Number three, r- anything related to current affairs. It could be investment in space exploration. It could be climate change, global warming. It could be renewable sources of energy and non-renewable sources of energy, then solar power and what not. Then another angle is science and technology, which could be AI, quantum computing, role of AI in banking, bank assurance, fintech. So such topics are crucial for this year, guys, and you should be preparing. Similarly for CBDC, right? E-rupee, the central bank digital currency, important topic for this year, right? So do prepare for such tentative topics, and we are going to provide you the fodder material and the tentative topics for this year very soon. So some part is provided to you already, and another phase will be uploaded by 18th of September again. All right, guys. Chaliye, let's go back to the presentation, and let's see what else can we learn from it. Right, guys. So what should be your strategy? So guys, I'm not going to teach you anything today. I'm just going to discuss the strategy that you will be undertaking in the next. Your exam is, I think, 6th of October. So you have good 20 days to prepare for this. So I will be discussing your strategy, right? Which will, so yes, guys, I'll be highlighting the strategy that you have to undertake to prepare for your descriptive English part. Now, guys, what is going to be your, the schedule for your classes, and how are we going to, target all these topics in, in this course? So let me also discuss that with you. All right. All right, guys. So I'm displaying the, the outlay of our course to you. This is your PFRDA live classes phase 2 paper 1 course. Now, we have already conducted phase 1 as well as phase 2. For phase 1, the live classes were conducted earlier. Now, this is for your phase 2. Now, your classes will begin from 15th of September. Today is 13th of September. This is your orientation class, and live classes will begin from 15th of September. So live class will be conducted from 7 to 9 a.m. Now, guys, you must be thinking, sir, why the time is so early, 7 a.m. in the morning? See, guys, many of the aspirants are working candidates who are not able to join these sessions live, right? So we have kept the time early in the morning so that everyone can participate. Everyone has that opportunity to take part in these live sessions. And don't just think that these live sessions will be only conducted live. They will be available to you in recorded form later as well. So you can watch these sessions later on, but I would really request you to join these sessions live. Reason being, otherwise it would beat the purpose of conducting these live sessions. The purpose of live sessions is to to have a healthy discussion with you, to question and answer, and to be able to solve your queries right there and then, right? So as the essay fodder is of more than 300 pages, big file only for one topic, how to cover. Ankit, there is something that we call, getting the crux out of it. They have explained the topic in very detail, but what you do is you take out the statistics. You read everything, but you take out only the facts and statistics, the data part, the relevant example, specific data, specific particular statistics that has been mentioned. You take those out, you note them down, and then when you are creating your essay for this exam, you just use that information, use that data and statistics, and present it in your own way. That is what we have to learn, Ankit. So those are not essays. They are not sample essays, Ankit. They are the fodder material is basically detailed explanation of a topic so that you understand every component of the topic. And when you are about to, execute that answer on your own, you should be empowered to do so. So you should not fall short of content. That is the purpose. That is the mindset behind giving you in detailed explanation of the topics. But what you need to do is take out the specific information, data, statistics from that fodder material, and use it to curate and to execute your essay. Getting my point? Uh, so what is the size source of the point? It is almost more than 3 times, Anmol. So if the Precis is for 120 words, the passage is going to be about 360 to 380 words, or maybe 400 words. So that is what the average length usually is, but nobody counts exact word limit. But yes, it is roughly 3 times the word limit of the Precis given to you and more. It should be avoided, Yadav. See, we should not include any data in your Prezi, because Prezi is the highlight of the passage. See, Yadav, when do we use statistics and data? When we have to elaborate on some point that we have made. So statistics, data, facts, these are basically backup thesis for for the for what you are trying to explain. So we don't use facts and data in Prezi. We just keep the core ideas and present them in our own words. Just the example that I just showed you, Yadav. So if you were paying attention, so there were some statistics in the reading comprehension passage in 2022. But when you saw the Prezi, there was no numerical there, no statistics there. It was all the backdrop, the gist of the passage that was being discussed in the Prezi. So that's what Prezi is all about. RC was philosophical theme based. If I'm not wrong, Tushar, I think we have got a memory-based paper here, so we can, accordingly look into that. Right, Ankit. See, that is why we have kept the timing early in the morning, so that if you're a working candidate, you still are able to attend these classes live, but they'll still be available to you in recorded form later on. Don't contain so much data, still they look beautiful. How to make our essay in such a see, Ankit, you need to understand they are not looking for Shakespeare's out there. Please understand this. They're not looking for beautiful essays. What they're actually looking for are informative essays. See, if they wanted to test just your English language and command of your English language, they would have given you just one simple subtle topic, right? For example, let's say nationalism versus globalization. Now, in such a topic, they would test your grammatical skills, English skills. But why are they giving you topics like investment and fintech sector and economy and unemployment, economic disparity? Because they also want to see how well read and how up to date you are, Ankit. Getting my point? So it's not about making your essay beautiful. It's about how informative your essay is and how up to date you are with your facts and data. That is what will fetch you the maximum marks possible, Ankit. Okay. We will practice. Yes, Navadeep. So, guys, so you see, this is the schedule of classes. 15 September, the first lecture will be essay writing. So we will understand the basics, the structure, the flow of ideas, and how to draft an essay. And next class, second class, will be essay writing practice. Then 17th, next class would be the basics of Prezi writing, art of Prezi writing, and then next class would be live practice of Prezi writing. Then third, next is your on 19th of September, your will be reading comprehension class, the art of comprehension, analytical skills, how to crack comprehension and solve it. And then last class would be live class. So we have, we have kept 6 classes for these 3 topics, 2 classes for every lecture. So at least 2 hour class for every topic. And one topic, the first lecture will be, detailing about the art of writing an essay or a Prezi or reading comprehension. And the second class will be live practice writing. Got it, Navdeep? All right, Tushar. They are looking for drafting skills. Exactly, Tushar. So they are looking for how you articulate your answers. Yes, Umang, you have to type your answers. This is a computer-based paper, and you have to type your answers in a dialog box on your screen. Yes, Ankit, we will discuss all that, how you are going to practice and details, everything we will discuss in the lectures itself, Ankit. All right. So this is just to orient you what what the crash course looks like, what components are provided to you. Let me also show you guys what is provided to you in, in our master course. Okay. So this is our, just give me a second. Yes, guys, this is a descriptive English course available to you in your master course. Now, in this, where you are already provided recorded classes. Now, essay writing is, you have introduction to descriptive English component, essay writing, Prezi writing, reading comprehension. Now, somebody was asking me, sir, what if they change the pattern? Now, in this, we have provided you letter writing and report writing, but this is usually asked in NABARD and IRDI. We have also provided you practice passages for Prezi and comprehension. We have provided you practice tests without evaluation so that you can use them for your own practice on your own. Then there are static topics for essay writing, and this in here you have your fodder material for RBI, NABARD, SEBI, PFRDA, IRDI, NPS, FCA, IFSCA. Now let's look at the fodder material, guys. Descriptive English fodder material is provided here, and see, I understand, guys, the topics, the fodder material is huge, right? I mean, there are more than 300 pages, but see, you also need to understand when you're preparing for such exams, right? For example, if you need to understand economic and social development, or let's say if you talk about economic growth versus development, understanding the distinction between economic growth and economic development, role of human capital in economic development, you talk about demographic dividend. So once you go through all these topics, you will be able to tackle any topic which is based on economy, economic development, and its its conflict with economic growth and environmental sustainability. So all that you will understand from this. Limitations of GDP, all these topics have been provided to you in the fodder material. And see, once you go through these topics, once you start reading these topics, you will understand each and every component of the particular topic, and you can choose accordingly. Somebody asked me, somebody was asking me, sir, can you just highlight that, some important topics for PFRDA? I did that, but see, guys, you can never be sure that, okay, this is the exact topic that is going to be there in the exam. So what you can do is you can prepare for verticals. See, what is the best way to go about preparing for essays? Guys, you can't predict a topic in the exam, but what you can do is you can prepare for verticals. Let me give you an example. For example, if I'm preparing for, let's say, education, right? Let's consider education as one vertical, right? So what you do is you first research about the vertical education itself, right? What is the literacy rate of India? Highest literacy rate, lowest literacy rate, right? Then the education setup of India, right? The fundamental, the universal fundamental, duty, or let's say, this is something up till the age of 16, education is compulsory. So universal basic education, right? Then SDG goals, then new education policy. So once statistics about all these things, you're framing your essay based on any topic that is relevant to education would be Very easy for you. So instead of preparing you for topics, I will prepare you for verticals that will empower you to write on any topic that you face in the exam. That is that is the mindset that I have, I have prepared and I have with me, so that I'll be able to help you in your preparation ahead. All right, guys. So you will have 6 lectures, total in 7 lectures, including today's, but you'll have 6 lectures for your content part. Now, guys, what should be your strategy when you are preparing for descriptive English? Let's discuss that. Now, guys, you know the breakup. So you will be tackling 3 questions in 60 minutes. So let's understand what should be your ideal time management for every question. Now, reading comprehension being the biggest chunk of the paper, you will have 4 questions to answer. So I think out of 60 minutes, 25 minutes should be allocated to your reading comprehension part, right? Then essay, see, you have to write, compile, and create everything on your own, which takes a lot of input. So, and you also have to write 250 words here. So this is a big word limit. So you spend again 20 minutes on your essay. So that takes you to 45. And then Precis is simplistic, guys. Precis, you just have to read the passage and create a 120 or 150 word Precis out of it, right? It may be 150, it may be 120, ranging between that. So I think maybe 5 to 6 minutes to read your passage and 10 minutes to make your Precis. So I think 15 minutes is the ideal time for your Precis. Now, guys, why have I told you this? When you practice on your own, make sure you start a timer in your mobile or in your clock, and you adhere to the word limit for every question. Even individually, even if you are writing just one essay, start a timer and make sure that you finish everything in 20 minutes. That is when you will be able to complete it in the actual exam, right? So time bound simulation and time bound practice is a must for this exam, guys. All right. So this is the pattern for your phase 2. Now, what are the verticals that you have to develop over a period of time when you will be appearing for this exam? Now, for essay writing, they will be testing you on your drafting skills, your articulation, how you structure your essay. Is your essay coherent and holistic in nature? Have you included any statistical information to prove your thesis? Is your essay backed up with data, relevant examples, or not? And obviously, grammatical English, punctuation, spelling errors, typos, they will lead to deduction of marks. So we will have to be very careful for that as well. So for essay, they will be testing on your drafting skills. Precis writing is about contraction skills, guys, summarization skills, how well and how aptly you can locate the key ideas from the passage, the core points of the passage, and then reframe them in your own words. So that skill will be tested in your Precis writing. We will learn all that in the lectures. I'm just giving you an overview, what we need to develop here, okay? And reading comprehension is about your analytical skills, your comprehension ability, and your elaboration skills. See, guys, for one answer, you will be supposed to write at least, 5 to 6 sentences. And, you have 4 questions for 40 marks. That means every question is for 10 marks, right? So for 10 marks, you can't just write one word or maybe one sentence. So you will need to elaborate your answers, and there is something called conscious elaboration. Let me give you an example, guys. For example, in the passage, they have mentioned that the government has allocated 10,000 crore rupees for the upliftment of the rural sector. And let's say there is a question in reading comprehension which says, what are the steps and measures taken by the government to revive the rural economy? Now, you understand that I need to use this point to frame my answer. But can you just copy and paste it in your answer? No, you cannot do that. That will lead to deduction of marks. So how do you elaborate your sentences consciously? So guys, you remember the sentence? The government has allocated 10,000 crore rupees for the upliftment of the rural sector, right? So what I'll do is I'll create 3 sentences out of this one sentence without derailing from the point. Everything will be inferred from the sentence itself, and you will see a conscious elaboration and original composition here. So what I would do if I were there in the exam, what I would do is I would create 3 organic sentences out of it. Number one would be a momentous decision, a historic decision of supporting, or let's say reviving the rural economy has been taken up by the authorities or by the central government. That would be the first sentence. Second sentence, under this decision, the government intends to provide monetary support worth 10,000 crore rupees to provide the necessary push for the rural sector of the country. That is the second sentence. And third sentence, this step would provide the necessary impetus to bring the economy back on its feet and revive the economic momentum of the country. So guys, did I write anything from beyond the context of the passage? No. Did I copy and paste the passage in my answer? No. This is what you need to learn. This is called conscious elaboration. And this is what I'll be teaching you in these classes ahead. All right. So these are the three verticals that we need to be targeting, and we will be preparing for all these sections in the exam. Right. All right, guys. Now, what the exam interface looks like. This is just a, this is just a, you know, demonstration of what your interface will look like. But what will happen is, your question will be given to you on the top of on the top of your screen. Below that there will be a dialog box. So Tushar, if you have appeared in this exam, please do let us know if there is any difficulty you faced while writing your answers. So guys, see, learning how to write in a dialog box, that's so that's a different skill altogether. So what will happen is, when you start writing, when you start typing, once you've written up till here, your cursor will not automatically move to the next line. Whatever you have written to the left, in the beginning of your line, it will start moving to the left, and you will not be able to see everything that you have written on the screen. Right. So that is the problem, biggest challenge. So what you need to do is, you need to learn to proofread while you are writing, while you are typing your answers. So everything will start moving to the left, and once the length of the line is finished, the cursor will itself move to the next line. Again, you'll type it till here, and whatever you have written here will start it will start moving to the left. And once you've written, let's say a couple of lines, then after this space is finished, then everything you have written on the top will also start moving to the top. So you will not be able to see everything that you have typed in one line at one instance. And another problem is, let's say guys, if you made a mistake and you are proofreading your answer and you find that, okay, there is a mistake here, I need to add this into this. So if you bring your mouse here and if you click here, your cursor will not appear here. Your cursor will appear to the very right extreme of this line, and you will need to keep the arrow key pressed. You'll need to keep it pressed up till the cursor moves to this word, and then you will be able to edit this word. This takes a lot of time, and you don't have the luxury of time in this exam, at least not in such competitive exams where you have only 60 minutes to answer three questions. All right. So Tushar, I hope I'm right. Is this what you experienced? Ankit, I will be discussing each and every component with you. I'll be providing you, a topic, essay topic. Then we will discuss, what are the key points of the topic. We will create a rough draft first, and then I'll give you the structure to create, an organic and holistic essay on that. So that is broadly speaking, right? I can't go into the detail, but you'll see it on Monday. Okay. Yes, I will share tentative essay topics in the classes. So guys, I'll not do it today, but I will share tentative essay topics in your live lectures. That's for sure. Okay. And yes, I will provide you sample passages for RC and Preci for you to practice on your own. Chat GPT command consisting, that I'll do in the classes, Navdeep. This is just an orientation class. For RC question, for 1 mark, you have to write about 10 words. So let's say if it's a 10-mark question, you have to write around 60, 70, at least 60, 70 words for every answer, Ankit. Very broadly speaking. So that means 6 to 7 or 8 sentences for every answer has to be written. Exactly, Yadav. The keyboard is not, sometimes it's not very, it's not in very good condition. It's not very fully functional. You're not able to type some of the keys. So yeah, that happens, right? So make sure that you do not make the same mistake again. You need patience while typing. Yes, Tushar. Sometimes the scroll bar is, it's a pain. Right. So it is irritating. And yes, these problems, we aspirants do face such problems in the exam. See, Ankit, 12 hours to prepare for 3 topics, I don't think that's a bad deal. And you will have enough component, enough content. You will have 5 full-length mock tests to practice. You have sample questions to practice. Now, at the end of the day, it's always going to be you, right? It's always going to be you who has to write the essays. I can't, write essays on your behalf. I can show you how to write an essay. I can show you what to do, what not to do. I can explain things to you. I can give you the background component that you need to write that essay. But at the end of the day, you will be the one who will be writing the essay. So I think it is more than sufficient, Ankit. Yes, I will do that, Tushar, in the first lecture on Monday. How many times can I attempt the descriptive test? There are 5 full-length mock tests, Ankit, and I think you can attempt it only once. So you can take 5 full-length mock tests, and every mock test will be evaluated by us, assessed by us. You will be given detailed feedback, what improvements are needed, what else can be done in this, and then we will also score you that, okay, out of 100, this is your collective score, and individually topic wise, I mean question wise, this is your individual score. So you'll get that. Yes, Navdeep, the dialog box interface in our EduTap interface is exactly similar to the interface that you face in your IBPS exam. Do we need to start with some catchy sentences to start an essay? I'll tell you, Yadav, don't worry. I'll explain everything to you. You don't need to start your essay with a quotation. You don't need to start your essay with a story. What you do need to start your essay with in such exams is background of the topic. I'll give you an example, Yadav, and for everyone, guys. So, guys, and whosoever is watching on YouTube as well, guys, please do let me know which opening do you like. Let's say, for example, we are, for example, we are writing on a topic on agriculture sector. I'm just giving a rough example. Okay, so let's say we have to write an essay on key issues in agriculture sector. So I'll give you two opening statements, and guys, you choose and tell me which opening statement sounded better to you. And if you were the evaluator, which opening statement would you score more or less? Okay, so the first opening goes like this. Um, Okay, for example, if the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, always believed that if the agriculture sector of a country is poor, the country can never prosper. So we need to focus on the agriculture sector of the country. So this is one opening statement. And let me put another statement for you, and then you tell me which opening sounded better to you. So second opening statement is like this: even after 78 years of independence, more than 64% of the Indian population is directly or indirectly dependent on agrarian economy. But unfortunately, over the decades, agriculture sector has become quite unproductive, and the contribution of agriculture sector to the GDP is only 17 to 18% as of today. So this proves that agriculture sector needs utmost important, and focusing on the agriculture sector is the need of the hour. Yes, guys, which opening was better to you? And which opening would you say that, sir, I would choose this opening any day? Yes, Yadavji. Right, Anmol? See, that is what I was telling you, Ankit, that you don't need fancy words. You don't need, you don't need to be Shakespeare or Shashi Tharoor out there. What you need to be is well informed, well presented, structured, and without error. If you do that, even if you write simple, plain English, simple sentences, you will score the highest possible. Got my point, guys? Exactly. So this is what I'm going to teach you in these lectures. This is what we are going to entail, that how to create an informative essay. See, guys, your answers are your CV for you. So you will be representing your intellect. You will be representing, or let's say demonstrating, your knowledge base, your intellect, your presentation skills, articulation skills with the help of your answers. So this paper is not just for the sake of writing English and completing the word limit. It is much more than that. All right. So guys, this is what we have to learn, and we will learn all that in our live lectures. All right, guys. Hello, Vasudev. Hello, Mikhail. Yes, this is also relevant for Yukta. This is also relevant for IFSCA as well as SEBI as well. Reason being, SEBI, PFRDA, and IFSCA, they have exactly similar exam pattern for phase two. Now there are 60 minutes. The questions. There are three questions for 60 minutes. Same essay, Preci, and RC. Same word limit. Same weightage. So yes, it is also relevant. This course and this lecture is also relevant for IFSCA. This is also relevant for SEBI, and this is also relevant for PF. PFRDA. Why we have named PFRDA? Because the exam is going to be conducted on 6th of October. So that's why we are naming it for PFRDA, but this is relevant for all the exams. All right. Yes, grammatical mistakes, spelling errors, punctuation errors, every mistake that you make, Shubham, will lead to deduction of marks. All right. So we have to write, as error free as possible. Now, yes, now they've started setting words. So it doesn't matter, Tushar. See, if the word limit for essay is 250 words, the final limit is 300 words. So you should be able to complete it in 300 words, because see, students used to complain, sir, we didn't know how much should we write. So we wrote too much in one answer and we were not able to complete the other answer. So what they did was they limited the word limit. Now you cannot write beyond a word limit in an answer. So that is the perspective. But we will target the word limit. So we don't need to worry about that, Tushar. Exactly, Ankit. See, this is what we are going to learn, to present it in a manner. And see, we learn such templates when we read 10 essays. See, Ankit, you can't just sit down and one day and start or expect that, okay, I'll write the best essay possible today. You learn and you evolve. you were writing something and I'll tell you something better. So you liked it, you inculcate it in your presentation. Okay, next time when I say something like this, I'll use this, right, Ankit? So this is what the learning process is. So you learn from what you read, from what you come across, and what we are going to share with you in these lectures. No, you don't need to use heavy vocabulary. The need of the hour is not a heavy vocabulary, guys. I don't think so. Need of the hour is a very common phrase that is used in your day-to-day life, if I'm not wrong. Yes, guys? Right. All right, guys. So, right, Vasudev, if your English is not good enough, start with your phase one preparation. I mean, start with the basics first. All right, chaliye guys. So now let's move further. What are the key aspects that you need to focus when you are preparing for PFRDA exam? Now, typing practice on the interface of the exam, guys. Although we have provided you interface in our in on our platform for you, but you'll only be able to use it for only 5 mock tests. But what do you do when you're practicing on your own? I'll give you a few websites, guys. You can use. There is a website by the name wordcounter.com. Yes, guys, you can note it down. There is a website by the name wordcounter.com. It has exactly similar face to your exam. Or you can also use maybe Grammarly, right? There is another Grammarly, it's very common website. You can use that. Or you can also use Notepad in your computers. Okay, you can use Notepad in your computer. You can resize the Notepad and then you can practice typing on a Notepad, not on a Word document, Notepad. Because in a Word document, whatever mistake you make, there will be a red underline it. So you'll be able to understand what mistakes you are making. So type on a Notepad and then copy and paste it on Grammarly, or use it so that you can assess your answers. Can we take 5% buffer less than the word limit? Tushar, nahi. See, you have to meet the word limit. See, it's not that you cannot take it, but it will be considered that the student is not able to complete the answers in time. That means he's not well practiced. He is not done enough. So that is the perspective here, Tushar. Right, Yukta. We will learn how to connect and how to create such sentences in a flow. Same happens. This is not just for one of you. This is for everyone, Mitesh. Nobody is perfect. Nobody has expertise in doing this. That is why we are conducting these classes. Otherwise, we would have just given you fodder material and we would have told you, okay, read the fodder material and make your essay. Don't you think, Mitesh? Yukta, right? So why are we conducting these classes? To inform, to share with you, and to inculcate in you the habit of framing sentences in a logical and in a structured manner. In Notepad, word wrap option should be worded. Yes, Navdeep. Guys, please do not use the word wrap option. Just keep it continuity. Keep it in continuity, guys. Right. So first, what you need to learn is what you need to start doing from today onward. And I think you should already be doing it. Typing practice on the interface of the exam. We have the interface in our course, but you will also need it on your own. So you can use either wordcounter.com, or I'll also tell you a few more sources when we will be conducting these classes from Monday onwards. Okay. Second point that you need to understand is, guys, articulation of answers. See, this is what I think you were asking: how to articulate your answers. What is the probable structure that we can follow when we are writing an essay, or when we are creating a Precis, or when we are elaborating our answers for comprehension. So what should be and how should we articulate our answers? So that will be taught to you in the classes, in the lectures itself. Third is, guys, grammatical and structural accuracy. See, right, every answer has a structure to it, guys. So essays, there is a flow to it. Introduction, then social angle, economic angle, political angle, challenges, viable solutions, then conclusion, and then way forward. Once you learn this structure, you will always be able to create your essays. Then how to frame a Precis, how to attain proportionality in your Precis, so that you are able to explain all the points organically and proportionately. And then structural accuracy means that whenever you are writing, you meet the word limit, and you write ample, so that the evaluator does not feel that you are short of words, or you are short of time. And grammatical accuracy, that's a must for this exam. Right, every mistake, guys, nobody tells you this, it's not in the open, but every mistake will cost you 0.25 marks. So if you make 10 mistakes, you've lost 2.5 marks. If you make 20 mistakes, be it a spelling mistake, be it a grammatical error, be it a typo, be it you miss to write one word, or you write one word again without knowing, you miss a punctuation error, you miss a comma, you miss a full stop, you do not capitalize the first letter, or first letter of a proper noun or the sentence. every mistake will lead to deduction of marks. So you need to make sure whenever you're writing in a proper manner without any grammatical error, without any grammatical mistake, spelling mistake, without any punctuation error. And last but not the least, right, your final score will be based on your content and how coherent your content is with the demand of the with the requirement of the question. So if the question demand, guys, what I'm talking about coherence here is, see, what students usually feel is, let's say if they've given a topic that benefits of UPI, right? Benefits of UPI. So what students think is, usually what the students think is that, okay, we just need to write the benefits of UPI, nothing else. So what they do is they start the essay, with the, okay, when UPI was incepted, this was incepted with the help of Jam Trinity, Jandan Aadhaar and mobile. Then NPCI is the agency which is handling UPI for the country, National Payment Corporation of India, right? So once you start that, and after that, what they do is they just keep on listing benefits, 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 benefits. That is not what they're looking for. What they're looking for is an holistic essay that you discuss. Okay, UPI, this is the benefit UPI is provided. We have clocked, these million transactions on a daily basis, and UPI is the highest. UPI is crowned as the highest number of online transactions in anywhere in the world, and this is more than some of the major countries included combined in the in the globe. So you start with the background. Then this only happened with the novel solutions which NPCI came up with in the year 2016, and it has revolutionized the way Indians transact, or Indians pay and get paid. So you start something like this. Then in maybe two paragraphs you discuss the benefits of UPI. Then you also mention the challenges. Then you also mention the viable solutions. Then you also mention what else government has been doing or is going to do in this regard. And then you wrap up your essay by summing up the whole essay and giving a way forward. So that is how you execute an essay. So we will learn all these skills when we will be conducting these classes from Monday onwards. So your content and how coherent your content is going to fetch you the maximum marks possible in the exam. So these are the key aspects that you should be focusing upon: practicing on interface of the exam, articulation of answers, grammatical accuracy and structural accuracy, and up-to-date content and coherent answers when you are writing an answer for your exam. So we will be focusing on these key aspects in the lectures. What sources you can use if you're preparing on your own, guys. Now, we have provided you fodder material in your course. You can use that if you're enrolled with us. But if not, you can use articles, editorials from some good newspapers like the Hindu or Economic Times for economic and social issues, for especially economic and social issues, guys. Now, for you can use PIB or PBS for live mint online articles, Public Broadcasting Services or Public Information Bureau, and live mint for some online relevant topics for current affairs. Economic Times or Business Standard for your financial topics, something related to bank assurance or fintech sector, right? Then use Wikipedia and Google to do your research. Guys, you can't just read an article and think that, okay, I know everything about the topic now. You also need to do your background research. I need to know how, when it started, how, what it impacts. So use Wikipedia and some relevant sources from Google to do your research on a topic, and then use AI to help you in assessing and improving your answers. Guys, this is what you need. I will provide you the right prompt when you want to assess your your answers with the help of AI. I will provide you the prompt in your classes, but you can use and you should use AI to assess and evaluate your answers when when you're practicing on your own, so that you get to understand, okay, this is I could have done better, this is I could do replace this by this, I could have added this into this. So this you will get in your this you will understand from the AI responses that you get. UPI, why to mention cons? See, okay, Yukta, if I ask you to write about role of AI, okay? For example, if I ask you to about role of AI in transforming our lives, that what role artificial intelligence has played in transforming our lives. Now you write so many things, but you also at the end mention the the other side that everybody should know about, that AI also have some issues. AI also has some issues pertaining to privacy, related to ethical implications and data mining. So once you mention, so that the evaluator understand the student is not thinking in one direction, he also knows the other side of the coin. Getting my point, Yukta? So it's not that you just need to write pros, benefits, 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 benefits. Now, if I'm explaining UPI, I will also mention somewhere that there are some challenges as well, like online fraud and phishing, right? And maybe something else that might come across, or necessity of internet or something like this. So when you mention such things, the evaluator understands that the student is also talking about the other side of the angle. He's also knowledgeable. He also is careful about the pro. He does not just know the pros. He also knows the cons of the topic, and he also mentioned with viable solutions. So see, if there are some problems, we can't just hide the problems. We have to highlight them, but we also have to give relevant solutions or viable solutions, feasible solutions to those problems, so that the evaluator understands the student is not just oriented in one direction. He can think in multiple directions, and can come up with solutions as well. So positive criticism are always welcome. Exactly, Tushar. So I have to explain it by breaking it down. So positive criticism, and not just positive criticism. If there are some problems and challenges, they should be addressed. Why not? Let's say if we are writing about the role technology has played in our lives. All the technology has given us everything, ranging from computer, mobile, car, AC, everything. But it has also given us nuclear bombs. So if you do not address that point, it would be a one-sided discussion. Don't you think, Yukta? So to make the discussion holistic, that is why we give the other angle as well. Okay. So guys, these are the sources that you can use for your preparation. And guys, what else? Now, how we help you in the course? Exactly. That is also a point. Absolutely. To give a yes, exactly, Yukta. So to give it a 360-degree, coverage, we need to discuss every angle of the topic, not just economic angle or the benefits, but what impact it has on the societal, on the society of the country, how it has impacted the MSMEs, or maybe small businessmen, or business entrepreneurs. So everything should be highlighted, far-reaching impacts. So the evaluator understands the student is well connected. He understands the far side of the topic as well. All right. All right, guys. Chaliye. So how we are going to help you in this course? First, lecture-wise videos of every topic is going to be provided to you in this course. Then PYQs are included with the questions, with updated new pattern-based questions to you. So PYQs will be provided to you in your courses, and updated questions will be given to you in your full-length mock test as well. Third is, guys, sample mock tests with solutions will be provided to you, have been provided to you in the course, and you can use them for your own practice. So sample mock test. So this is for you, for your own practice. You take that, you look at the topic, you write your answer on your own, and you use AI to assess your answers. We have also provided you solutions with them. Then double doubts resolution within 24 hours. Guys, if you feel you need to get in touch with me, you need to ask something, you have a doubt or a query regarding anything at all, you can just get in touch with me, by different means. You can raise a discussion forum query, you can drop us an email, you can call us, you can arrange a strategy call with me, or you can raise a ticket from your course, which will be answered within 24 hours. That's not our promise, that's our commitment, and we live up to it every time. So all your doubts and queries will be resolved within 24 hours. And let me tell you a brief really about myself. My name is Narveer Singh, and I've done my master's in English, and I've been teaching in this industry for the last 15 years, more than 15 years now. So with all that rich experience over the years, I will be able to help you maybe a little in in understanding how to draft an essay, how to curate your points in a logical manner, how to beat the time, and how to get the maximum out of your answers and your questions in the exam as possible. All right. Now, guys, I'm open to doubts and queries. Anything that is, that you are feeling, that you feel like asking, that you feel that, okay, this should be, I think I should highlight this, or personally, I feel this is my issue or this is my problem. Please feel free to ask anything at all. And this is just a brief overview orientation of your course, of your lectures, of what we are going to and how we are going to, cover each and every component of your exam through these live classes. Guys, anyone who is watching this on YouTube, you can please feel free to ask any doubt, any query you might have. So I heard there is no human evaluation. Yes, Yes, it is only evaluated by AI, Yukta. That is true. Your answers will be evaluated by a software, but the softwares, they are already prompted. They have been given parameters of evaluation, so they can test your grammar, they can test your vocabulary, they can test your punctuation, they can I mean the softwares can test your spelling mistakes. Nonetheless, this can you also can do it on your own, but what they've added to the software is, you know uh, let's say, judging the level of content that you have provided in your answers. So they will also be able to, you know evaluate that, assess that, and then they'll also be giving you marks accordingly. So yes, your answers are going to be evaluated with the help of softwares. Absolutely, Navadeep, and we will know not just the parameters, you'll also know the verticals, tentative topics. So I'll not give you 10 topics, 5 topics, 15 topics to prepare. I'll give you verticals to prepare. Once you are done preparing for those verticals, you will be empowered to write on any and every topic related to those topics. And see, guys, there are many times when students ask me, sir, what if I don't know what to write in one topic? I tell them, okay, write on the second topic. Now, the second question is, sir, what if we don't know what to write in both the topics? Then I tell them, okay, write on the third topic. Now, if they tell me, sir, I don't feel, what if I do not feel comfortable in all the three topics? Then I tell them, okay, write on the fourth topic. And finally, they ask me, sir, what happens if if we have not prepared for any of the four topics? Then I tell them that means you lagged in your preparation. You've not worked hard enough. And if you cannot execute one out of four topics, I don't think it's worth it then. Then I think that we are the one who should be blamed that we have not done enough to prepare for these different topics. So it may be by chance you might not know what to write on one topic or maybe the second, but you should at least be able to write on at least couple of topics that are given to you. So that is what we are going to and how we are going to target this. Class timings will be 7 in the morning, Shayana. And why we have kept the timings early in the morning? Because there are working candidates here and who need to go to their work. So the sessions will be live from 7 to 9 in the morning. And these live sessions will also be available to you in recorded form later on. So the recording of that session will be done and that recorded session will be available to you later on. So you can watch it in recorded form as well. But the live classes will be from 7 a.m. on from Monday onwards. All right, guys. Absolutely, Tushar. You don't need to thank me. This is my job, and we'll do everything in our everything possible, everything that we are able to do to achieve the maximum here as much as possible. So, guys, if you feel like joining this course, the link is given in the description of your video, YouTube video. You can you can just scroll down, click on that link, and you can just go to your browser and you can enroll yourself if you're preparing for PFRDA Phase 2 exam. एब्सोल्युटली इट विल बी नवदीप फॉडर मटेरियल इतना हो गया यार, आप पूरा उसको कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाओगे. सोचो 300 पेजेस का तो ऑलरेडी आपको गिवन है, 300 पेजेस और अभी आने वाले हैं आपके. तो डू यू थिंक यू विल बी एबल टू कवर 600 पेजेस इन ऑल द कंपोनेंट? आई विल आल्सो बी हाईलाइटिंग द की टॉपिक्स फ्रॉम दैट एज वेल. मैं उसमें भी आपको ये बोलूंगा कि सारा पढ़ना नहीं, इतना टाइम ही नहीं होगा आपके पास, बट मैं शॉर्टलिस्ट करके दूंगा आपको कि ये टॉपिक्स पढ़ो, ये वर्टिकल्स पढ़ो. दैट वुड बी मोर देन इनफ. ओके, सी यू ऑन मंडे मितेश. गुड टू हैव यू हियर. So guys, what you can do is you can just visit your browser. Let me just show you guys how you can do this. Yes, guys, just go to your browser and just type edutap.in. You just have to type edutap.in and you click enter and you will land on our home page. When you scroll down, you see different different tabs for different courses. Here you have your PFRDA courses. Now, NABARD PFRDA. So third tab is your PFRDA courses. Just click on this, scroll down, and you will see all the courses available to you. So you click on 2025 and you will see the courses. So this is full video course for your phase 2. This is full video course for your phase 1 and phase 2. So guys, you enroll in your crash course, and for 2026, is there any other special course? Not at the moment. So all the courses that we have with you. Let's look at the single. Yeah. So this is the recorded crash course for phase 2. This is phase 2 test series that we have available for you. This is silver course for phase 2, where live classes are available to you. And this is a gold course where, wherein also you also have live classes available to you. So live classes will be available to you in your gold course. Live classes will be available to you in your silver course, and recording of these classes will be available to you in these courses. We are offering a flat 80% discount on these courses, guys. The coupon code is capital PFRDA 80. So you click on buy now and you can enroll yourself in these courses. All right. So this is about our courses that we have launched for you. Uh, Thank you, Duan. Thank you, Saranya. Thank you, Vasudev. How to manage time in paper? Jan. See, you have to practice in a time-bound manner, as Jan, to be able to tackle time in the exam. So you set your timer when you are practicing on your own. So the sorry, the segregation of time is 25 minutes for RC, 20 minutes for your essay, and 15 minutes for your Prezi. So whenever you are practicing on your own, you make sure that you start a timer and you make sure you finish it within the stipulated time. When you do that every time, when you practice that, when you stimulate that every time, you will be able to improve your time and you will be able to manage it. So set your time boundaries. Don't just keep it open-ended. Okay, let the essay take as much time as possible. Let RC take as much time as possible. If this is the scenario, you'll not be able to complete half the answer, right? And you'll hurry up, you'll panic, and you'll make mistakes. So set your time, define your time limits for every question, and then follow them. That is how you control time in the exam, Jan. Okay. Uh, yes, Leo, I'll unmute you. Just give me a second. I'm not allowed to install Grammarly on my system as I gave my MBA exams for them system. Restricted by my college. You don't need to down or install Yukta. You can just visit the site. Just open it on browser and you can visit the site and just copy and paste whatever you want. And then you can, ask it to assess your answers for you. Okay. You don't need to install it on your computer, or you don't need to buy buy any subscription for this. This is absolutely free of cost. No, Jen, this is the only lecture which will be available to you on YouTube. This is just orientation lecture for you. Rest of the sessions will be conducted on in our courses itself. So live classes will be conducted only on our courses, and you'll have to enroll in that. All right, Yukta, no worries. Yes, Leo, I'm unmuting you. Please let me know your queries, dear.
Sir, my question is like plagiarism is also included.
Leo, sorry, you're a little audible. Can you just speak a little louder? Maybe increase your volume a little.
Yeah, so my question is like, is plagiarism is included in that or not?
What do you mean plagiarism? I mean, you
So,
copy and paste your answer from the passages. Is that?
so basically, plagiarism is something that whenever few words are found in the same manner as
No,
internet.
no, right, right. I got your point, Leo. See, there's no such thing as plagiarism in the exam because you are looking at the exam for the first time. Plagiarism is when something is available online and you copy and paste it in your answers, right? But yes, it's not plagiarism, but in your Prezi and in your RC, if you copy and paste sentences as they are, as it is, right? If you just replicate them, copy and paste them in your answers, it will lead to deduction of marks. But
Okay.
yes, couple of words, right? For example, keywords, if you're using the same keywords, that is not a problem. For example, if the sentence mentions the government has allocated 10,000 crore rupees for the rural sector. Now I cannot change government, I cannot change rural sector. Maybe I can use something else for rural sector. Maybe the downtrodden people, or maybe the underserved category, or the poorer sections of the society. Instead of monetary support, I can use financial aid. But if you replicate the sentence as it is, that will be considered as copying and pasting, or that's what you call, I think you're calling plagiarism. And that will, yes, lead to deduction of marks, and the software will catch it in, definitely it is going to, you will be, the software will be able to, find out that if the student has copied something, or if he's using his own language and his own words. Similarly for RC as well, if you copy and paste the statement as it is, word by word, word to word, it will lead to deduction of marks. But yes, if you reframe it in your own words, for example, if they've mentioned the economic growth in the last 10 years has been a little slower because of the COVID-19. If you use the same language, there will be deduction of marks. But if you say due to COVID-19, the economic growth has slowed down in the recent decades, yeah, in the last 10 years, that is okay. That is perfectly all right.
Okay, and one more thing,
Mhm.
when we attempt RCs, so
Mhm.
what should be the ideal word limit? Because I have given one mock, and they within the comment there was a one comment which was mentioned that the word limit is comparatively less.
Right. See, in RC, we usually the formula of calculating the number of words is for 1 mark, you have to write 10 words. So if there are 4 questions for 40 marks, so we are supposedly, we have to write 100 words for every answer. But in 60 minutes, that's not possible. You know why? Because if you write 400 words for your RC, then you are writing 250 or 300 words for your essay. 700, then you are making, 120 or 150 word Precis. That means 850 words, and that includes 60 minutes includes reading time for comprehension and reading times for Precis. So you will never be able to complete so many words in 60 minutes. So what they expect from you is 50 to 60 words for every answer, and that the weightage it will carry is 10 marks. Okay, so 50 to 60 words means 6 to 7 sentences for every answer. So that should be your word limit for every answer in RC in PFRDA exam.
Okay, and what if suppose in the Prezi writing or in essay writing we exceed the word limit by one or two words? So would that be counted? Would that be counted as a negative marking? Would that be negatively marked?
All right. All right. So usually what happens is what IBPS has done now is that the word limit is not open-ended now. Now, for example, in essay, if they've mentioned the word limit is 250, the space will only allow you to go up to 270 or 280, not more than that. Similarly, for Prezi writing, if they've mentioned word limit as 120, the space available to you, the dialog box will not allow you to go beyond 120. So there is no point asking this question because you'll not be able to write beyond that.
Okay.
But yes, if you underwrite the word limit, that is going to be a problem. For example, if the word limit is 250 and you are only writing 150, then it's a problem. For example, for Prezi, if the word limit is 120 and you only write 80 words, now that's a problem. But you cannot go beyond it because the word limit is restricted now.
While attempting the mock, there was one sentence which was mentioned, do not exceed the word limit. That's why I
Hmm.
was asking.
Right, right. See, this is basically to give you an idea that, keep it in mind. Whenever you are writing, manage your word limit and write proportionately. So if you get into the habit of exceeding the word limit when you're practicing, you might do it in the exam. But so that is why we have mentioned, make sure you do not exceed the word limit because there is limited time and you will be performing under pressure, right? So that anxiety factor will come into play there. So for that, you need to calm yourself by practicing writing inside the word limit when you're practicing on your own. That is the perspective, Lee.
And one more thing, while we write the Prezi, so it has to be in one paragraph only, or we can break down into paragraphs.
We are going to discuss these things in
Achha,
the live lectures. But yes, just to answer you, yes, press is written in only one paragraph with the title on top. You cannot write press in multiple paragraphs.
okay.
They won't provide word limit per answer for question. No, they won't provide word limit. For individual words, they will individual questions. They will not provide you, you know, word limit for RC Yukta. So for RC, you will have to write according to the question and according to the content available in the passage. But yes, there has to be a certain. Okay, guys, let me put it to you this way. All of you have done your graduations, right? So just tell me, in your graduation, when you were asked a 10 marker question or a 15 marker question, see, even if the question can be explained in 2 pages, but what is the general norm that you followed? For 15 marker, you have to write 4 pages. For 10 marker, you have to write 3 pages. Why did you do that? See, guys, the weightage of the question defines the explanation of the question, of the answer, sorry. So if the question is for 10 mark, you at least need to write ample so that the evaluator or the software is convinced that the student has, actually analyzed and comprehended the passage and he's able to elaborate what he has got from the passage, right? So that is why I'm asking you to write proportionately. I mean, if you're writing 50 to 60 words for every answer, that will be enough for every question in RC. All right, guys. Predefined limit has been not for RC, Tushar. For SC and Preci, I think it is given. But I think for RC, I don't think they have given you any predefined word limit. Is it there, Tushar? I don't think for RC it is there, but Preci, for SC and Preci, yes, a predefined limit is there. But I don't think for RC reading comprehension question there is a predefined limit. Yes, there will be a restricted limit to it as well. For example, if you're writing 50 to 60 words per answer and there are four questions, so let's say on an average, if you're writing 200 to 220 words, they'll set the limit to 250 words maximum. So you'll not be able to write beyond that. But I don't think there is predefined word limit for RC answers, as far as I know, Tushar. No, Precis should be, it should be written in within the word limit that they've meant. They will mention the word limit, and you have to write it within the word limit itself, Tushar. So it's not the one third. You will not be able. What are you going to do, Tushar? Count the number of words in the exam. You can't do that. So you'll just need to, agree with the word limit mentioned in the question, and you'll need to follow that. All right. Or let's say if they've mentioned the passages for 360 words. So what you do is automatically one third is 120. So you write it in 120. So normal norm for Precis 1/3. But yes, in these exams, they do mention specific word limit for every question. Yes, guys, any other doubt, any other queries? If you might have, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, this was just an orientation session for you. How we are going to cover the syllabus, how we are going to take the classes, what is going to be covered in these classes, all that has been discussed. And we'll start these classes from Monday 7 a.m. So guys, if you feel like joining this course, if you feel like that this is going to prove beneficial or conducive to your preparation, you please feel free to join and make your journey productive and useful for yourself. There are going to be 6 classes, two lectures for every topic, Yukta. So 2 lectures, 2 hour every lecture is for 2 hours. So 2 lectures for essay, 2 lectures for Preci, and then 2 lectures for comprehension. Right, one lecture is designed to explain to you how to go about writing this answer, and then next lecture would be live practice writing. So in live practice writing, I will be giving you a topic. We will be discussing the key points. We will be making a rough draft, and then I'll give you time to write down your answer. I'll also give you homework every day. And after every class, I'll give you homework to do, and you're supposed to do that homework and bring it back next day. I'll evaluate and assess your homework. I'll give you my feedback about your answers, and then we can improve on that. So this is how it is going to be conducted. All right. All right, guys. So let's wrap it up. So, guys, I wish you all the success in your endeavors ahead. Ankit, Leo, Mitesh, Umang, Navdeep, Yukta, Tushar, everyone, guys. So, so keep your fingers crossed. Start working hard. This is the last leg of the exam. Next 20 days are going to prove, utmost crucial for your preparation, and they may, change the path that you are going to take for throughout your life. So keep up the good work. I'm already very proud of you. I'm sure you will do wonders in the actual exam as well. So looking forward to seeing you all on Monday. Till then, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, keep on working hard, keep on giving your best, and I'm sure you will come out with flying colors. So see you on the other side. Till then, guys, all the very best, and start reading something. That is my only suggestion to you. In the meantime, you have Sunday tomorrow. Read one editorial. Try to understand what is given to you. That will help you. That will boost your confidence. Okay. So all right, guys. See you on Monday, 7 a.m. Don't be late, and we'll start with essay writing on Monday. Thank you once again. Take care. Bye bye. Good night.